Hello, my darlings. Welcome back. Just in case if you have been hiding under a rock for the last few days and have missed the recent drama surrounding Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, Andrew's wife, Fergie, or as I like to call her, the OG grifter, let me fill you in. Sarah Ferguson is currently facing backlash from a resurfaced 2011 email where she called a convicted ex-offender, Jeffrey Epstein, a generous and supreme friend and apologized to him shortly after publicly disowning him. As a result, 9 UK charities, including Julia's House and others, have dropped her as a patron or ambassador since the news broke. This adds to her past Epstein ties, including financial help from him and recent chatter linking her to old P. Diddy parties. She issued statements expressing regret, but the fallout continues, and to be honest, who the hell believes her? I sure don't. Sarah is only expressing regret because she has been busted. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, my darlings, Sarah Ferguson is someone who I never trusted. I didn't trust any of the Yorks, and I've always been critical of her because of her shady dealings. And now this just proves to me once again that Sarah Ferguson is a pathetic, groveling excuse for a duchess. How dare she slither back into the spotlight with her slimy emails to that monster Jeffrey Epstein, exposed for all the world to gag over. Then, in 2011, 3 years after his conviction for preying on underage girls, she was simpering for him like a lovesick fool in his messages to him. "My dear friend Jeffrey," Sarah cooed in emails, thanking him for bailing out her sorry-ass excuse with a £15,000 loan, apparently it's more than $2 million according to Andrew Lowney, to cover her debts, proclaiming in the messages, "You have my heart." If you want to read the emails, check out the link below in the description box and make sure you have your vomit bag next to you because it will make you sick. Then, it doesn't just end there, my darlings. Then, the press caught wind and Sarah publicly swore him off, claiming to abhor pedophilia and calling it a gigantic error of judgment. She turned right around and sent another email begging for his forgiveness, saying, "I know how you feel hellaciously let down by me. I must humbly apologize to you and your heart." Excuse me? Apologize to his heart? His heart? The man was a convicted ex-trafficker, a predator who destroyed lives and children, and you're out here treating him like some benevolent savior, your supreme friend, as you referred to him. It makes me wonder, what kind of twisted moral compass guides Fergie? Were the pounds in her pocket worth selling her soul to a child abuser? And let's not forget, this isn't just her personal disgrace. It's a festering wound on the entire royal family. Sarah being the ex-wife of that disgraced leech, Prince Andrew, who himself was neck-deep in the Epstein web, accused of raping a 17-year-old trafficking victim and settling out of court like the coward that he is. I mean, there's a lot more to go behind that, but we will get into that in another video. At the end of the day, Sarah and Randy Andy deserve each other, clinging together at funerals and holidays, pretending the stench doesn't follow them. But my darlings, you know, I have to keep it 100 with you, and this does not look good for the current monarch and how it reflects on King Charles, the so-called custodian of the monarchy's dignity. Charles is trying to polish the crown after years of scandals, inviting Sarah back into the fold for Christmas walks and family photos, as if rehabilitating Andrew's enabler somehow erases the Epstein taint. What a joke. This latest email bombshell is a screaming warning to Charles. The Epstein rot runs deep in your bloodline, and no amount of palace PR can scrub it away. Charities are dumping Fergie left and right. Julia's house kicked her to the curb faster than she could say supreme friend. And it's dragging the whole monarchy down with Sarah and Andrew. All I can say is King Charles staying silent and his continued support of Sarah and Andrew screams complicity. You're not a king, you're an enabler-in-chief presiding over a throne built on hypocrisy and hidden horrors. The public sees through it, and one day this festering scandal will topple his precious house of cards. If he doesn't act like a king and deal with the degenerate Yorks, shame on them, absolutely. The Queen would be disgusted to see what is going on today. I think she's spinning in his grave. But then again, we all knew that Charles doesn't really have a spine to deal with big issues. That's just, I think everyone sees that. But on that note, my darlings, I will be following this story and will report any updates. But in the meantime, I think now would be a good time for the royal family website to be updated and for them to remove the three bottom losers, Harry, Meghan, and Andrew. We know it can be done since they quickly updated the Duchess of Kent's page within days of the announcement of her passing. Chop chop, Charles. It's time to act like a king and not an ostrich with its head stuck in the sand. But that's all I have to say about this for now, my lovelies. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, my darlings. Bye.